High above the world, beyond the wispy clouds and towering mountains, lay the vast night sky, where millions of stars twinkled like tiny lanterns in the darkness. Among them was a small, timid star named Luma. She was the youngest of all the stars, and she often felt out of place among the dazzling constellations that formed grand patterns across the sky. Each night, the stars would take their places, lighting up the heavens in a magnificent display. The North Star guided travelers, Orion stood proudly with his shining belt, and the Milky Way stretched like a shimmering river of light. But Luma, feeling too small and unimportant, would tuck herself behind a thick veil of clouds, hiding from the world. "I'm too little to make a difference," Luma often sighed. "No one would even notice if I shone or not." The older stars encouraged her. "Every star has a purpose, little one," they would say. "You just haven't found yours yet." But Luma wasn't convinced. She preferred to stay hidden, watching from the shadows as the other stars sparkled confidently. One chilly autumn night, down on Earth, a traveler named Elias was making his way through the dense woods. He had set off on a journey to visit his family in a nearby village, but a sudden storm had thrown him off course. Now, lost and exhausted, he wandered aimlessly beneath the starry sky, unsure which path to take. The trees loomed like giant shadows, and the howling wind carried eerie whispers. Elias looked up at the sky, searching for a guiding light. But that night, thick clouds covered most of the stars, making it nearly impossible to find his way. Just as he was about to give up hope, a tiny glimmer broke through a gap in the clouds. It was Luma. From her place above, Luma saw Elias struggling below. She hesitated, unsure of what to do. "I'm not as bright as the North Star. I can't guide anyone," she thought. But as she watched Elias stumble in the dark, she realized that even a small light was better than none at all. Taking a deep breath, Luma gathered all her courage and let herself shine, just a little at first, then brighter and brighter. Her soft glow pierced through the darkness, casting a gentle silver light upon the forest path. Elias noticed the twinkling star and, feeling a surge of hope, followed its faint glow. Step by step, he made his way out of the thick woods until he finally saw the lights of his village in the distance. Elias smiled up at the little star, whispering, "Thank you." Back in the sky, Luma watched as the traveler reached his home safely. A warm feeling spread through her, like the soft glow of dawn. For the first time, she understood what the older stars had told her. She didn't need to be the brightest or the biggest, her light, no matter how small, had helped someone. From that night on, Luma never hid behind the clouds again. She took her place among the stars, shining proudly, knowing that even the smallest light could guide someone through the darkness. And so, whenever a lost traveler looked up at the sky in search of hope, they would always find a tiny, sleepy star twinkling just for them. Moral: everyone has a purpose. Even the smallest light can make a difference.